Hello and welcome back. This is Greg French. Today we're going to talk about IoT, Internet of Things, or some people say IoE, Internet of Everything. This is a technology or kind of a disruptive technology that's going to be, it's ongoing right now, and in the next 20 years it's going to be pretty pervasive in everything. We're going to be building smart cities, smart homes, smart everything, and I'm going to show you some examples of it going on right now. Right now we've got traffic congestion that's pretty much not going to go away. What can we do about it? Well, there's a little chip that's in every phone that everybody has. It's the GPS. So everybody in their cars, if they're connected to Google Maps, well, they have that information available. So I went onto the internet, grabbed a local Los Angeles map, Google traffic, and it shows in red the areas that are most congested, and it shows down in the green the areas that are clear. Now, I'm sure most of you have used Google Maps, and you know that it can be very helpful, and it will also give you some reroutes to get around some of the heavily trafficked areas to help speed you along your way. You might be wondering just how that is accomplished. Well, these little chips in every phone, in every car, provides location information to this Google Maps. Tremendous amount of information that's flowing from the phones into the Google data centers, creating these maps showing the traffic and where it's most heavily congested. And this is ongoing all around the world using the Google network and data centers to grab this information and to create these maps. Now this is really the beginning of the Internet of Everything, where we have sensors located in cars, people, all over, and that information is being scraped off of phone centers and provided to Google to create these maps. It's pretty incredible. Another thing that we could help to optimize is our traffic system. If we could make smart lights, we might be able to help optimize the traffic within cities. Right now, the cities are heavily congested, and they estimate that almost 80% of all the cars on the road in the cities are just looking for places to park. Well, what they need to do is build some smart ways of determining where those parking spaces are so that these cars could find them quickly and help alleviate a lot of the city traffic. Another great use for the Internet of Everything. Here we've got lights on roadways. You see there's nobody on these roadways, so why are the lights on? Well, using smart technology, Internet of Everything, they'd be able to determine, where people are, cars are, and maybe control these lights so they don't have to be on all the time. That would save a tremendous amount of energy. Also, warehouses. Smart warehouses would also turn lights off when people are not around. They don't need the lights. You can save a lot of energy just turn the lights off. Walmart's another example of the Internet of Everything. They have a very smart and very efficient inventory system. So a lot of their warehousing is done in the trucks. They don't have a lot of large warehouses where they keep a lot of products. Those products are put into trucks as the need arises through their inventory system. So as you check out of a Walmart, that inventory that you take out of the store is deducted from the available inventory, and they have determined through a lot of applications when they need to reorder and when they need to start moving products to that store. So the products are actually leaving the manufacturers or the vendors and not Walmart factories or warehouses, and they're put on the road. So a lot of the Walmart inventory is actually already on the road in trucks being ready to be delivered to stores. This has helped to create a very efficient inventory system for Walmart and helped them to save a lot of money. They don't lose stock as it expires in warehouses. It saves them a tremendous amount of money. Another interesting upstart just recently is the Uber. It's disrupting the taxi service. And again, that's a good example of the Internet of Everything. Everybody has smartphones. Everybody has GPS locations on their phones. And it's pretty easy now to find services and find people that are willing to move from one point to the other just by using somebody else's car. Here's another one that's coming along. This is the Google Driverless Car. Sometime in the future, you're going to be able to use an app and have a car arrive at your door, and you'll be able to use that car. It'll take you to the store or wherever you want to go, and there'll be a small fee to pay. This will be a smart car, and it's going to be optimized on the road. It'll even pull over if a policeman or a fire truck has their siren or lights lit on. I understand just recently a policeman pulled off over one of these and found that there was nobody in it. So these are already on the road, and they're going to be disrupting a lot of things, because you're not going to have a need for a car if you have both Uber service and driverless cars that you can use an app to take you wherever you need to go. Another good example of the Internet of Everything, changing lives and changing the way we do things. This is going to be $1 trillion business, and companies that are nimble and can adjust to it will do well. Companies that can't will pretty much die as dinosaurs. Here's a map of the Google data centers around the world. Google is driving the internet traffic right now. It's their applications, just the traffic applications, all the Google searches are really taking over the data as it's moving around the internet. It used to be that people were generating most of the data. Today it's devices and things that are starting to generate a lot of the data. You can see back in 2007, the Google percentage of traffic on the internet was only about 10% of all the traffic. By September 2010, it was over 60%. So today, you could say that it's definitely a majority of all the traffic. Well, the Internet of Things is going to increase that traffic. They figure out almost 1,000%, because right now traffic is pretty much being generated by people communicating and doing searches. But when we get the Internet of Everything working, it's going to be devices that are going to be communicating back and forth. And the people that can take advantage of these devices to grab data, correlate, analyze that data, create applications, are going to find that there's going to be a whole lot of new services that are going to be available. Going to be a $1 trillion business that's going to be coming very, very quickly upon us all. Fiber is the way that traffic or data is moved around the world. Most of this fiber optics that was laid back in the 90s has been what's called dark. Maybe only 20% of it has been used by the telecommunications company. The rest of it has been unused and unleased. Well, Google's gone around and has bought up or leased up all that dark fiber. So Google today has a network that is pretty much parallel to the internet that we see today, but it's also a lot faster. They've got newer equipment, and they have more cable and a lot more bandwidth. As they grow, they're going to be able to use that, and they're going to be helping to connect more and more cities to fiber so that we can have more and more bandwidth. This device here is the Uno. It's an Adrenal device. It's a little computer on a small board. These devices, when they were first introduced, were anywhere between $60 and $100. Today you can get them for about $10. So you can see the price of these devices has dropped tremendously. And these devices are going to be used with the Internet of Everything to be able to capture data using sensors. Here's another device. This is the Raspberry Pi. This is really a complete computer on a small board. They're only running about $40 today. And again, it's a complete computer. It runs primarily a Linux operating system, but you can connect a keyboard to it, a mouse to it, a monitor to it, and your internet connection to it. And have a complete computer running on a small board. You can see the price of things has fallen dramatically. This little device also has a quad core CPU. Pretty fast little device on a small board and reasonably priced. This is a new entry into the field. This is called the Light Blue Bean. It was a Kickstarter project. It's done very, very well. It's only $30. It has a low energy Bluetooth device on it for connecting wirelessly, so you can see that there's no places to plug in any cables. So it can be programmed over Bluetooth, and it can also read and write and deliver data to you over Bluetooth. In the middle of the device is the Adrenal Chip. Off to the top here there's an LED light emitting diode. There's also a sensor here for temperature, and also an accelerometer that will sense any kind of a movement and provide output. This little device has been used in a lot of really cool projects. One of the projects using sensors, this is a light sensor. This can be plugged into an Adrenal to sense the light changes. Again, we can use this in a home or in industrial areas or wherever to change lighting or turn lighting on and off. This is a water sensor. This can be used for agriculture or even around the home to help maintain plant health and make sure you're watering things regularly. This is a little ultrasonic sensor that can sense distances and also the movement of objects. Another nice little sensor. These sensors have been selling just a few years ago, like $20, $30. Today you can buy them for just a couple of bucks. So you can see the price of things is falling, and that's what's going to help this Internet of Everything become even more popular and productive. Because as the devices continue to drop in price, they're going to be selling for a fraction of what they used to sell. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of them implemented. Here's a project that was created for that light blue being that small Bluetooth Adrenal. And this actually scrapes data off the internet from the Surfline websites, and it provides by LED lights a surf report. This is in Northern California, but along each one of these surf spots there would be a set of LED lights that would show you the indications for that surf today. Nice little project that is able to take data off the internet and then provide you a map showing the surf conditions, and also it could be sending you updates either by text or by Twitter. Some of the software that we've seen over the years, Java for a long time was the leader, but we're starting to see Python now. If you notice this chart here, Java has about 20%, and Python now is the new leader at 31%. Now, these are the most popular coding languages as of 2015. Well, how come Python has been able to overtake Java, which is the leader for many years? Well, in our universities today, we're finding that Python is taught more often than Java as an introductory language, and it is becoming extremely popular, and the kids are liking it more and more, and they're starting to create more and more applications using Python. One of the big advantages of Python, it has some graphic libraries, so we can do some 3D and 2D graphing, and it is a very powerful language. It's also an open source language. It comes pre-installed in the Linux operating systems. So being open source and free, plus it has a huge community base of developers that are helping develop lots of libraries and lots of functionality for this language. So it's becoming the new language. And it's perfect for the Internet of Everything because it's able to take data from sensors, also from internet websites, do a lot of data analysis, and create some really nice graphs and charts. So it's great for building applications. Next big thing is we're going to start looking at the cities and figure out ways that we can create smart cities. If you notice, they've got a lot of things here. Public lighting, we need to be controlling public lighting more smartly. We need to be saving that energy, making things more efficient. Access control, traffic information, the parking meter. If we can create some smart parking meters that know when parking spaces are empty, people could create apps to send to people that are looking for parking spaces and direct them. That would help the congestion in the cities. Traffic control, city hall, video surveillance is big now. We're creating apps now for detecting images or doing facial recognition. That's become real important. Wi-Fi now is pretty much in most cities and available. It's almost like a utility. It needs to be available, needs to be free. Well, time equals money. As we save time, we make more money, and time is a critical component for all of us. If we can learn how to save more of it, We can make more money because we can use our time more effectively, more efficiently. And a lot of us are workaholics, and we like to use that time to be furthering our own position. Well, that's all I have for now. Internet of Everything. We need to be aware of it. We need to be understanding it and understand that it's going to impact our lives more and more. Thank you very much for your time. See you.